All right, here we go. Episode 3. We're back with SVU Sports Weekly, Season 2. Like I said, Episode 3. I'm your host, Connor Shank, here with Jake Shank, ready to get after another week of fun sports. And you're joining here with Knights Table Media, really just here to create an outlet, support, showcase student athletes at Southern Virginia University, a Division III school in, you guessed it, Southern Virginia. So, Jake, why don't you get us rolling here?
All right, guys, welcome back. Good to have you here. Another week of some jam-packed matches. We had 14 games, so let's just jump right into them.
Let's do it. And we'll give a shout out to our sponsor, G2G Bars. Take a look at what they got going on over there with their bars and whatnot. And you can use Constant Sports and get 15% off on your purchase. So don't forget Constant Sports when you check out and get that 15% off discount.
So yeah, awesome. Again, thanks GTG Bars for the sponsor. Started off with women's soccer. They played William Peace and dominated them in a 5-0 win. We had goals by Emmy Giles, Lauren Fowler, Abby Klussman, Mabel Harris, and Leah Savage. As of right now, the Knights are at the top of the USA South Conference. So, I mean, headed kind of into the end of the season, we're looking pretty good in first place.
Yep, and I think they've won all their USA South Conference game. I think they're about to tie a game in there or something like that. But obviously, coming off the heels of their performance last season, looking to repeat there as champs and staying in the soccer universe. The men's soccer team had one of their games canceled against Warren Wilson earlier this week, and then they fell short 1-2 against NC Wesleyan. The lone goal was by Benjamin Simister there. So they have a few games obviously coming up, finish strong, bounce back after this week.
Yeah, for sure. Looking to bounce back. All right. Next, we're jumping into football. They had Brevard at home this week. We did end up losing 21-55, but we did see a lot of improvement from the last couple weeks. Devin Watson passed for 255 yards. And Spike Adams and Cutler Matheson both tallied 7 total tackles. So, I mean, we're improving week by week for sure. So, I mean, looking to have some start off next week.
Yep, no doubt there. And then on to women's volleyball. They had a stellar week this week, winning all three of their matches they played. Win versus Salem, they're 3-2 in sets. Brenna Clyde, Sydney Bassett both tallied 15 kills each. You had Ruby Blamers, 37 assists, Gracie Fulton with 19 digs, Summer Hahn with 9 blocks. Then wins versus Pfeiffer University and Meredith College. Pfeiffer University was a 3-0 victory. Sydney Bassett leading the team again, along with or is that Ruby Blamires and Gracie Fulton, kills, digs, and assists. And then like I said, with Meredith College, they won 3-2. That was a tournament, I believe, those last two down there. It was Brooklyn Madeline had 18 kills. Caitlin Wanker had 6 blocks. And then again with the assist leader, it seems in Division Three, it feels like Ruby Blamires with 54 assists. So the Knights are actually tied atop the USA South Conference as we're heading into continuing into league play.
Yeah, and those are some great matches we had this weekend. I
Hmm.
mean, look at those numbers; they're pretty standing out to
Oh
me.
yeah,
Uh, so I mean, if they just stay hot, they're looking good heading into the end of the season.
just how
All
we
right, so
like it.
just jumping over to rugby. They played Kutztown University. Traveled down to Pennsylvania. They did end up losing. We don't have any stats here, so we'll just jump to the next segment.
And we'll keep rolling to women's tennis. They lost a close match to Randolph there at Nadia Malafi and Leah Savage won their singles matches. Jillian Arnold, Paula, Nadia, and Lydia all won their doubles matches. So, like I said, tough loss there, but close there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Jumping over to cross country. The women's 6K resulted in a 33rd overall team finish. Bradshaw Mayer finished with a time of 23:58. Heidi Barton finished with a time of 24:06. The men's 8K run resulted in the men's coming in 31st overall. Kaylin Rudier finished with a time of 25:53 and Joseph Hughes finished with a time of 26:11. So, I mean, good weekend for cross country. I'm just carry on and keep going.
Yep, no doubt there. And then on to men's tennis, with a brilliant performance against Bridgewater. We had, and I was 6-1 in sets there. We had Trent McBride, Nate Walton as partners, Chase Rochelle, Jared Pitcher, Jacob Feldman, and Trajan Kingston all won their doubles matches. And then in the singles matches, Nate, Jared, Trajan, Jacob, Chase, each won their singles matches as well. So, like I said, 6-1 victory versus Bridgewater.
Yeah, great victory there for men's tennis. Jumping over to women's field hockey, they took on Roanoke this weekend. 8-1 was the final. The goal was from Ashley Torgensen. So congratulations to her on scoring that goal this weekend.
Yep, shout out there. And then staying or going into men's golf, rather, they played in the Five for Invitational. The men's team finished first out of 11 teams, I believe. Cade Bergenthal came in first with the scores of 74 and 76, and then Nick Johnson tied for third with scores of 73 and 71, I think it was. Could have those switched or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, Cade did come in first, and the team overall have been playing really well in these invitationals. So they're swinging some hot clubs there. Love to see it. And shout out to the golf team.
Yeah, I mean, great week for our sports. Way to go, Knights. All aspects, everyone looked like they had great performances across the board. I mean, going next is just thank you for the countless votes we've received for Players of the Week this week. It was definitely a hard decision, but we had many dominant performances. So shout out to all the athletes for their stellar performances this week. So starting off men's player of the week, we're going to give it to Chase Brischel from men's tennis. He's a freshman from Rockwell, Texas, and he went undefeated in all his matches this week. So congratulations to him on that. So jumping over to women's player of the week, we're going to do Leah Savage. She is a sophomore from Rockland, California. She is a soccer player as well as a tennis player. So she scored a goal in the match this weekend, as well as won her singles match on the court. So big congratulations to her and great performance.
Yep, no doubt. And like Jake said, thanks for all the votes and people who commented. Continue doing that. We love getting the feedback and hearing what everyone has to say. And so before we wrap up, we're just going to give an upcoming shout out to the teams and whatnot that are in their matches this week. And so Monday we have got women's golf and men's golf both playing in invitationals. Women's golf's at the invite is at Nelly's Ford, and then men's is in Georgia. Women's golf, obviously, in men's golf doing that Tuesday as well. And then Tuesday, women's tennis is home versus Roanoke. The women's volleyball team is home versus Mary Baldwin. Wednesday is a soccer jam-packed day. You've got women's soccer at Christopher Newport, men's soccer home versus Brevard. Thursday is a tennis match at home versus Roanoke for the men's team. Friday, men's is home as well, tennis versus Shenandoah, and men's rugby home versus Mount St. Mary. Saturday, jam-packed day per usual. Women's soccer away at Methodist. Women's volleyball away at William Peace. Women's volleyball is in tournament, so they're at William Peace and Everett down there in Attorney. Football is away at Bellhaven. Men's soccer is home versus Methodist. Men's and women's swimming is starting action. They're away at Roanoke. And field hockey closing up here is away at Meredith.
Yeah. So, I mean, jam-packed week coming up. We had a great week last week, so we're looking to continue on to that. I mean, that's it for today's show of SVU Sports Weekly. So we hope everybody enjoyed the show, and we look to dive deeper a little bit more into the incredible talent here at SVU, and just give you guys everything from recaps, the highlights, the players of the week, and everything. So just thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a great weekend. Back to Connor.
Yep, appreciate the close there, and then. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. All our videos are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter is the main place you can find us. And, we're continuing to build this out. And if any of those segments or, shows or different types of things you guys want us to talk about or, kind of run with, then feel free to comment and, let us know. So like Jake said, thanks again for watching. Tune in and we'll see you guys next week.